The first vote on the Farm Bill, a no. We caught up with Congressman Adria Smith to get an understanding of what's going on in Washington and what it'll take to get this important legislation passed.
Yeah, there were some folks who said the Farm Bill went too far, so they voted no. Some said it didn't go far enough, so they voted no. We need to get this done. It was disappointing that we were a few votes short the other day, but I think we're on track here in the next few weeks to get this done. You know, the marketplace is volatile enough, and that keeps producers on their toes, certainly. Let's not have the federal government, you know, kind of wavering in terms of what our policy is. Let's get this on the books. Let's move forward in a timely fashion. Of course, House version needs to pass, Senate version needs to pass, go to conference, utilize this process to ultimately move forward.
Let's talk just briefly about the separate titles there, kind of the food stamps and the SNAP side of things. What do you make of the direction things have kind of coalesced there?
Right. Well, the nutrition title is the most expensive, uses the most tax dollars by far in the Farm Bill. And there is, you know, this is a very serious topic. Certainly we need a safety net for those who are struggling. Just to toss out some numbers here, though, the last time that the unemployment rate was what it is today was the year 2000. We had about 17 million Americans on food stamps then. We have about 42 million today. This is something that we really need to look at, and so that's why we are proposing some modest but meaningful reforms, because we have a lot of folks on the sidelines of our economy.
Now let's talk about the farm side of the Farm Bill. It doesn't look like a radical change. I mean, the last time certainly there was an evolution of things when we moved to the crop insurance and the safety net model, of moving away from the direct payments. It doesn't look like things generally will look the way they have.
I would say when it comes to crop insurance, we've got very strong language to continue what is currently on the books. And certainly that's important to producers. They communicate this to me all of the time. I had a series of Farm Bill listening sessions last year to just gather input, and crop insurance was the #1 topic. So I think we're in a strong position with language in the bill, in the Farm Bill moving forward with crop insurance. It actually, I think, saves taxpayer dollars because it prevents the need for ad hoc disaster payments. We have enough of those issues in Washington that when we can avoid this, and certainly farmers are paying a premium for this coverage, so they have some skin in the game, and this is very important. And then ultimately, on a formula basis, they might see some payments made on some claims, whether it's a disaster or various things, and I think that ultimately saves taxpayer dollars.
A group of farmers is suing the EPA. According to a Reuters report, the Renewable Fuels Association and the National Corn Growers Association are challenging the EPA over hardship waivers that have been handed out to refineries, including ones owned by billionaire Carl Icahn. The U.S. Court of Appeals in the 10th Circuit in Denver will hear the case. A huge merger in agribusiness gets the okay. Bayer will have to divest itself of about $9 billion in assets that will be sold off to BASF. In the meantime, it allows the deal to go through for Bayer to buy out St. Louis-based Monsanto. The Justice Department insisted on selling off some of Bayer's assets to make sure there's still a competitive market so that prices for seeds and crop protection products don't rise for farmers. And we want to know what you think of the deal. Is the merger good for agriculture, bad for farmers, somewhere in between, or maybe you're not sure? Follow Grow on Twitter. That's the subject of our weekly poll question, and we'll share the results next time. Weather's up next with a look at the drought monitor. Later, honor our Farm Family of the Month, helping whip cancer at the Cattlemen's Ball.